don't know if I'm ready to take my socks off yet. Let's do it. Let's get ready. Socks off, block in hand. Let's do playlist first. All right, so the playlist is called Level Up. Is that the one I chose? Let me just double check that. Yes. All right, so I'll count you down from 5 and we'll hit play straight away if you want music. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're not on shuffle. And then you just want you to come to lie on your back and just have your block next to you. And as you lie down on the back, any legs, relax the back of the head, relax the back of the shoulders. Eyes open or eyes closed, just focus on your breath here. 5 rounds, slow, steady. The inhale is said to be energizing. The exhale to be cooling. Today I want you to really utilize that energy of both energizing, cooling. Practice here. Energizing inhale, cooling exhale. A balance of our energies. One more time, energizing, cooling. And please just bend your knees and take your feet onto the ground, your feet parallel. Not too far away from the bum, but they don't have to be directly under the knees either. Keeping the feet at hips width, just relax your arms down to the ground so your fingers are pointing to your ankles. And we're just going to take a nice deep breath in, energizing. Lift the shoulders on the exhale. And just feel your fingers reach off the mat, reaching toward the front of the mat. We're just going to reach our way over to our left foot with our left fingers, keeping the shoulders off the ground. Then we're going to come through the center. Reach our right fingers toward our right foot. Now the feet don't lift, keep planting the feet down. Come back through center. You're going to do it really slowly. Left, center, right. And then guys, if this gets too much on your head, of course, take one hand behind there for support and switch, or lower your head down if you need to. Instead of using your arm to reach, you're using the side of your body. The arm just follows. Squeeze the side of the body, the hand reaches. Keep focusing on the breath, but don't worry about coordinating it if it's a little too much. Those feet want to lift, I want you to plant the feet down. You're just going to go for 2 more each side. Hands behind head. Keep the shoulders lifted, elbows lift to the sky. Take a deep breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale to the ground, return. Bring your right knee stack over the right hip and flex your right foot forward in the air. So we have our knee directly over our hip, not over our ribs, not over our belly, over the hip. Look to yourself if you need to see that stacking. And I want you to feel like your hip bones are already lifted toward the sky, your belly button drawn toward the earth. Drive down into the left foot. Take a deep breath in and lift your butt off the ground. Holding 5, 4, 2, and then lower the hip to the ground, lower the right foot to the ground. Stack your left knee over your left hip, flex the left toes in the air. And again, just checking with that alignment, not over the belly, but over the hip. Round down to the right foot, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the bum. Notice if your left knee starts to shift, keep it stacked, keep that isolation. 5. If that's squeezing your right butt cheek and into your belly. Lower the hips to the ground, lower the left foot to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Cooling breath out. Lift the head and shoulders off the ground. Pull the elbows up to the sky and let your head go heavy in your hands. Lift from the shoulders, lift from the ribs to the hips. Right foot lifts, right knee stacks over, right hip, foot is flexed. Lift the hips, drop the hips. Lift, drop. Keep going, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Keep the head heavy. Is that a lift from the shoulders? A lift from the left butt cheek. We'll go for 5. Keep breathing. Don't let your right foot go to sleep, wake it up. 1, hold, take a breath in. Everything releases to the ground. Lift your left foot up, step the left knee over the left hip. Elbows point to the sky, inhale. Lift the head and shoulders, exhale. Lift the bum, and then drop. Lift, drop. Head is heavy, shoulders are buoyant. The left knee is over the left hip, not the belly. Keep going. 5. Make that right glute do some work here. Squeeze. 2 to go. Everything releases to the ground. Release your arms out from under your head, grab your block. Now that orientation I just said, so it's narrow, yeah? It's most narrow orientation goes between your thighs. So the block is quite long there. You feel it toward the inner thighs at the top, toward the knees, inner knees. Beautiful. Now feel the adductors, and that's your inner thighs holding the block. Press your hips up, keeping the hips in a neutral position. Rather than thrusting the hips to the sky, feel your tailbone lengthen, lengthening down to your inner knee. And rather than going up and down with our hips, we're going to go in with our thighs, in, in. Pulsing the thighs into the block. In. Keeping that pace, the momentum. Try not to dip your low back, keep the core engaged. Your chin facing up to the sky, so your neck is neutral. You should start to get some heat right about now. We're going to keep going for another 20. Breathe. It's a fast pulse. Here comes that fire. 10 to go. 5. Energizing inhale. Cooling exhale. One more time, energizing. Cooling. Lower the hips to the ground, grab the block. Take the block to the side. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And let's just gently drop the hips left, right. Just a little bit of a rock in the pelvis. Flexing the right toes. So pressing the ankle into the knee to stretch the glute at the same time. Right leg to the sky, take a big stretch, reach up through the heel. So you don't even have to use your arms to feel the hammies come into the day. A little bit of stretch. Oof. Point your right big toe to the sky as you do, stretching the arch of the foot. Feel the toes spread wide. Keep reaching the right big toe up, toes spread wide. Bend the knee, right foot to the ground. Left ankle over right thigh, hip rocks. Press the ankle into the thigh into the ankle. Concentrate on the breath. Left leg to the sky, kick up through the heel. Really nice energy in the back of the leg there. And then point your left big toe to the sky. Stretching the inner foot. Can you spread the other 4 toes? Bring space between them. 3. Beautiful. Flex the toes back to your face. Bring your right leg to the sky. Now the feet do not have to be together and the legs do not have to be straight, but I want you to feel your tailbone stay connected to the floor here. Lower the right leg 30 degrees. Hold. Feel like you're pulling the 2 big toes slightly into a pigeon toe, so the hips are internally rotated. Breathe here. At any time you need to take your hands under your bum to make sure your low back doesn't lift, you can always do that. Right foot lowers another 30 degrees. Hold. Big toes are slightly internally rotated. And another 30 degrees. So now our foot is just above the ground. Low back is on the ground. 3. Nice guys, big breath in. Back to the sky. Left foot 30 degrees. Keep that subtle rotation, please. Another 30 degrees. Hold. Lower back does not lift, 30 degrees. We're hovering just above the ground. Inner thighs are active. Big breath in. Come up to the center. One more time, right 30. Right 30. Right 30. Hold this time, 5, just above the ground, 4, 3, 2, inhale, exhale, sky. Left foot 30 degrees. Left foot 30 degrees. Left foot just above the ground, 5, 4, feel that low back dive into the ground, feel it press. 2, inhale, to the sky, exhale. Fingers to the sky, reach the head and shoulders off the ground. Grab behind the right leg, lower the left leg. Lift your chest a little higher, switch, 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 switch. So if you can keep your shoulders nice and high, keep going. And anytime you need to bend your knees instead, or lower the head and shoulders to make this a little easier, modify. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath, legs to the sky, head and shoulders to the earth. Bend the knees, feet to the floor. Gentle windshield wipe, knees left. Knees right. Energizing inhale, cooling exhale. Feet onto the ground. Take a nice big breath. Come up to sit, exhale. In your seat, cross your legs or your ankles or your shins. We roll around, releasing the spine, releasing the belly. Sufi circles. Give your neck a roll. Any tension, we let it go. We go both directions. With the body, with the neck. And moving on from last night's practice, if you want to try and use your hands a little less, this is one of the transitions to practice. Come over onto your knees, butt to heels, Vajrasana. Nice effort, guys. Arms go forward when we arrive. Pull your chest toward your thumbs, lift the bum, come into a kneeling position. If you need to curl your toes to support yourself a little extra, curl the toes. I'm going to squeeze our bum here, take a deep breath in. Then we'll lower the bum back to the heels. Inhale to squeeze up, chest is forward. Exhale, lower the bum. Forward in, squeeze. Lower the hips. 5. Keep your core engaged. 3 to go. You should use those glutes while you use your core. It's all connected. Last time, come to the top. And at the top, let's keep our arms reaching, our chest pulling. We'll lean back, that matrix pose, 5. Our tailbone stays long, we're just leaning our chest back. Inner thighs push forward. 2. Come back to center. Drop the bum to the heels. Arms to the sky, inhale. Take a cactus with the arms, open the chest. And turn your palms out from your body, take a swim around, interlock the fingers. Keep the elbows bent. Press the chest forward, squeeze the shoulders back. Lift back up onto your knees, step the right foot forward. Feel the chest lift without dipping the pelvis. Pull right heel to left knee pulls towards right heel, both arms reach to the sky. Take a nice deep breath in, and step your left foot forward, come to stand. Practice the arms, squeeze on your bottom, lift the heart nice and high, breath in. Palms turn away, take a forward fold with the interlock, keep the elbows bent, head to knees. Take 3 breaths. Head is heavy. Inhale, chair pose, arms forward, bum back. Exhale, step back with the left foot, hands down. Right leg to the sky, one-legged dove. Bend the right knee, open the right hip. Drive your palms into the mat, take a deep breath. Look forward, dolphin, toes down, forearms to the mat. Look to the toes, walk them in a little bit if you can. Keep your bum actively lifted to the sky. Press your palms, press your elbows to the ground. Inhale here. Look forward, drop the knees, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Take a back bend, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Walk the fingers back to the toes, all the way. In the back of the mat, hands to shins, inhale, lengthen belly on. Empty and fold. Inhale, look forward, walk the hands halfway, slide the knees to the mat. Point the toes, butt to heels, arms forward. Let's set for the second set. Inhale, lift, squeeze the butt. Remember your toes can be curled, drop the butt. 5. Use your breath. Energizing, cooling. Balance it out. Last time. Come up. Matrix pose. Push the pelvis forward. Lean back. 5. 4. Feel the legs shaking. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Butt to heels, arms to sky. Inhale. Cactus the arms. And turn the palms away. Reach back, interlock. Keep the elbows bent. Shoulders hug. Chest presses forward. Step the left foot forward. Your knuckles pulling down without losing that integrity of bent elbows, so chest wrapping forward. Now feel the legs hugging in toward the center there. Heel to knee, knee to heel. Arms lift to the sky. Nice big reach, active reach of the arms. Take a breath. Step your right foot forward, stand up. Inhale. Cactus, squeeze on the butt. Turn the palms out, reach back into lock as you fold with really deep bent knees and elbows, head to toes. 3 breaths. Nice, guys. 1 last breath. Chair pose, arms go forward, butt goes back. Take a deep breath in. And step back with the right foot. Left leg to the sky. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Pulling the armpits back. The left knee high. 1 breath in. Look forward, dolphin. Forearms down, toes down. Walk the toes in a bit. And drive down into your palms, your elbows. Breathe here in. Look forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga, all the way down. Up dog or cobra. And eventually downward dog, 3 breaths. You might like to pedal your feet out a little bit. Any movement is welcome. One more breath. Right leg to the sky, please. Right knee to the belly button. Hold for 3, lift your bum, lift your shoulders. Look forward, step forward. Drop the back knee. Arms up, inhale. Arms into a cactus, exhale. Step forward, come up to stand, inhale. Take a forward fold, hinge from the hips. Heart goes forward, inhale, belly to spine. Step back with the right foot. Arms like wings, arrowhead, lift the chest. And lift the belly off the thigh. And for that long line of energy from tail to crown, try not to pull the chin forward, instead pull the heart forward. And reach our right arm to the front of the house, lightning bolt. Left fingers reach to the back. Hold for 3. And then drop your right knee. Take an inhale, exalt, left hand down, right arm up. Hands cartwheel to the yoga mat, straight in, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Up dog or cobra, take a breath. And downward facing dog. Left leg high. Left knee to the navel. Hold 3. How high can you get away from the ground right now? Feel that lift in the body. Using your core. Using your core, step the left foot forward. And drop the back knee. Arms to the sky. 1 breath. Cactus the arms, squeeze on the glutes. Step forward, arms to the sky. Take a forward fold, hinge from the hips. Halfway lift. Step back with the left foot. Arrowhead. Shoulder to shoulder, left hip to right big toe. Feel that hugging like there's a magnet on your bones. Powerful reach. Left arm reaches forward, lightning bolt pose. Keep the reach in opposing directions. Energy in the shoulders. And see if you can bring the floating ribs back in. Awesome, guys. 1 deep breath in. Drop the back knee. Exalt. Right hand down, left arm high. Big, big stretch. Straight away, chaturanga dandasana. Meeting in a down dog, no hurry. 1 breath in down dog. Let's flow, right leg high. Step forward. Low lunge. Cactus. Come up to stand, inhale. Fold, exhale. Halfway in. Right foot back, arrowhead out. Lightning bolt, right arm. Drop the right knee. Exalt. Chaturanga. Up dog cobra. Down dog. Left leg high. Step forward. Low lunge. Cactus. Come up to stand. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Arrowhead, right foot back. Lightning bolt, right arm. Drop the right knee. Exalt. Straight in, chaturanga. Move through to down dog. 1 more time, right leg, let's add on. Step. Like you know it now, Anjani. Cactus. Stand up. Forward fold. Let's add in here, chair pose, deep breath. Arrowhead, left foot back. Left arm forward, lightning. This time exalt your high lunge. Hold for 3. A little bend in the back knee. Keep reaching the right hand back. 1 breath in. Chaturanga, breath out. Left leg high. Step on through. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Keep that energizing breath, cactus. Step forward and high, inhale. Fold to the earth. Chair pose, deep breath in. Arrowhead, we step back with our right foot. Right arm forward, deep breath in. We're going to stay for the exalt here, high lunge, right arm high. 3. Squeeze your right butt cheek on. Energizing. Cooling. One more time. To the mat, your flow. If you want to add in a one-legged, chin stand, handstand, whatever. Down dog, 3 breaths. Reground. Feel the biceps hugging forward, the inner thighs wrapping up. And we're going to roll as slowly as we can forward into a plank. Take your time, a little active recovery. Come down onto your forearms, forearm plank. Feel the tailbone lengthen to the heels, the heart pull to the thumbs. And just try and keep your neck in neutral as the elbows drive into the floor. Holding this, 5. You got this, guys. Keep energy in the breath. 2. Then walk the toes into dolphin. Butt lifts to the sky. In your dolphin pose, lift your right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. And keeping the foot flexed to the butt, toes flexed to the sky. I want you to squeeze your right knee behind your left hamstrings. It's like kind of like that sensation in eagle, yeah, where thigh is on thigh. So push the knee into the back of the left thigh. Quads to hammies. Now open it back up. Squeeze the butt on. Then quads to hammies, squeeze. One more time, open. Quads to hammies. Leg to sky, neutral. Knee to the nose, lift the elbows, tiger curl. Step the foot forward, high crescent lunge. Micro bend in the back knee as you push the right knee forward. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Feel your left glute switching on. 1 breath in. Arrowhead pose, move forward, arms reach back, chin tucks. Now pull that right hip under. Left arm forward, lightning bolt pose, stretch. Now some of you I know will want more, so pick up the back leg, but not into a warrior 3, into a hover, just a hover. Make it challenging. We don't cheat. For 3, 2. Everybody warrior 2, left arm back, right arm forward, slice the air. Shoulders over the hips, settle in. Press down into the back foot a lot. Let's flip this warrior, inhale, side bend. Cartwheel the hands to the ground, exhale. Right leg to the sky, one-legged dog. Right knee to the right elbow. Right knee to the right wrist. To the right elbow. To the right wrist. To the elbow. Wrist. Elbow. Wrist. Elbow. Feel those obliques. Wrist. Elbow. Yeah. Feel them. Keep going. Elbow. Wild thing. Up, over, around. Right arm high. Stretch it out. Deep breath here. Drop the hips halfway to the floor. Chaturanga or Noaranga. Kneeling down dog. In your down dog, take a breath. Energizing. Cooling. Slow motion, high plank. This is your recovery, so take your time to get there. And then come down to your forearms, forearm plank. We stay for 5. Press into the feet, press down into the elbows. Try not to deviate the pelvis here. Keep it neutral. Hips to belly button. Feel that squeeze. You got this, guys. 3 breaths. And then walk it into dolphin. Lift the hips, drive the elbows down. In our dolphin pose, we're going to lift our left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Squeeze heel to butt. Keep pushing that right heel back. Now bring your left knee behind your right hammy. So squeeze those thighs, no daylight can get through. Now push into it. Once you feel that inner thigh activate. Open the hip, close. Open, close. Push, open. Keep going, 3. Thigh to thigh, thighs apart. And then leg to sky, neutral. Knee to the nose, elbows off the ground, tiger. Step forward, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms nice and high. Drop your pelvis low. 3 deep breaths, strong legs. Ribs in. Feel energy in both feet as we transition to arrowhead, wrapping the hips in and under, arms to the back of the house. Right arm goes forward, lightning bolt. Really strong reach of the arms. Guys, stay in your lightning bolt or pick up the back foot, not into warrior 3, but a hover, just a hover, like your foot barely left the floor. 3. Those glutes are on. Warrior 2, anchor the back foot, 45, open up, reach across. Bring energy into your back hand so you feel your shoulders stacking over your hip. So we don't want to be forward in warrior 2, we want to feel centered. Look over the left peace fingers. And those guys, 2 breaths. And reach the left palm forward, flip it. Take a side bend, arm to the sky. Nice stretchy breath. We're going to cartwheel our hands all the way to the ground. As we do, left leg to the sky, one-legged dog. Inhale. Left knee to the left elbow. Wrist, elbow. Keep going. I want you to feel that side body. You probably feel it straight away. Those obliques. 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbow, wild thing. Lift up the left arm, stretch it all out. Nice big side stretch. Hips go halfway. Catch yourself through any kind of flow. Maybe in down dog. Let's bring all that together. Right leg to the sky, yogis. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Right knee to the right elbow. Down to the right wrist. Up to the right elbow. Wild thing, flip your dog. Take a nice big breath in here. Then drop the hips halfway. Use the core, step the right foot forward, not the hand, not the hand. You got this, step the right foot forward. A high crescent lunge, nice tummy. Arrowhead pose. Left arm forward, lightning bolt, pick up the back foot just for a split second. Warrior 2, land it all down. Reverse warrior 2, keep the deep lunge. Hands cartwheel to the yoga mat, step the back foot forward. Straight away, come up to stand, arms to the sky, reach up. Cactus your arms, squeeze on the glutes. Come back to stand, arms to the sky, reach up. Take a forward fold, exhale. No hands here, take a halfway lift.
Arrowhead, step the right foot back. Beautiful. Chair pose, step forward, inhale. Crow pose, here it is. Finally. Now guys, take your time in this crow, yeah? Please don't rush it. If you need to use your blocks as a little perch under the toes or a block under your forehead if you want, please do. For 3. It will come again. Option to jump back into chaturanga or to step back. No hurry. So good. Let's take this through the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Left knee to the left elbow. Down to the left wrist. Up to the left elbow, wild thing. Go up, over, around. Now guys, I want you to see where we're about to go. If you can avoid using that left hand and instead use the core. Drop the butt halfway, switch on that core, step the left foot forward for high crescent lunge. Nice, Jess. Arrowhead pose. Lightning bolt, pick up the back leg, split second. Control its landing, warrior 2. Reverse, don't lose the bend. Hands to the ground, step the back foot forward. Halfway lift. Let it go. Come up to stand. Cactus the arms, squeeze the butt. Arms to the sky, stand tall. Fold to the ground, exhale. Halfway lift. Left foot back, arrowhead. Nice, guys. Chair pose, straight away, step in. Crow pose, take your time. Please use your blocks if you need to. The blocks work as a really good perch for those toes. We can rock forward, we can rock back. Forward and back. Take another 3 breaths with crow. If you want to practice your jump back, practice your jump back. Otherwise, take it slow. It's your last self-led chaturanga. Median down dog. Slow motion, high plank. Slow, slow, slow. Please come down onto the forearms. You can practice both at the same time if you like. Forearm plank. And bring your 2 big toes to connect in your forearm plank. A little bit more of the obliques this morning. We're going to slide onto the outer edge of our left foot, stacking our right foot. And the elbows are going to stay as we slide our left hip toward the floor. And come back up, and then come onto the balls of the feet. Outer edge of right foot, stack left, right hip dips, right hip lifts, balls of feet. Left, dip, center, right, dip, center, left, dip, center, right, dip, center. Take 3 more each side. You got it. Keep that chest proud. And 1 more each side. And then dolphin pose, straight away, butt to sky. 1 last dolphin, and let's take it there. Actively lift the hips, right leg to the sky. Keep the right outer thigh rotating to the back of your mat. Hips are neutral. Come right onto the tippy toes of your left foot. Maybe just the left big toe. Maybe a little bunny hop. 3, 2, 1. Switch right foot down, left leg high. And guys, your hips need to be neutral for this. So lift from the inner leg, not the outer leg. Lock in the hip. Come onto the ball of your right foot, if not the big toe. Maybe just start to rock forward or bunny hop. Curious. And we're going to take a child's pose. Unless you want to practice
pincher, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, let's take a rest. 3 breaths. Cooling, exhale. One vertebrae at a time, roll your spine, eventually your head over your hips into Vajrasana. We take our arms forward as we arrive. Chest is proud. Squeeze the bum to lift up. Take a deep breath in, both arms to the sky this time. And then cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. Arms to the sky, right foot forward, Anjani. You guys using the momentum in your front foot here. Your arms are going to go back at the same time as you lift your back leg, warrior 3. Airplane pose. If you would like to use blocks under your hands and take a supported airplane, please do. I want you to focus on continuing to bend the front leg and to hug the left thigh bone into its hip socket as you draw the left hip in and down, keeping the hip neutral. Breathe. We've got this, 2 more breaths. I want you to bring your left knee to your chest. Take your hands into prayer. Standing nice and tall, squeeze on the right butt cheek. Take an inhale here. And then open your left knee out to the left for tree pose. Grab the foot, inner thigh or inner shin, keeping the hips faced forward as the knee points out to the side. Tailbone nice and long. Feel that lock of stability. Arms can lift to the sky. 3 breaths. Soften your gaze. Working the hands down into heart space. Hug the knee back in toward the center. Step the foot all the way back, drop the knee. Bring your right knee to meet your left knee, sit down in Vajrasana. Arms go forward. Use your bum. Squeeze up. Squeezing in. Belly is on. Arms to the sky. Cactus the arms. Step the left foot forward. Arms reach back up to the sky. Now arms and back foot at the same time, warrior 3. Press up. Airplane pose. We're going to feel that right hip rolling in, our front knee bending deep. So our hips can stay as neutral as they can for stability in our spine. The heart pulls forward as the leg kicks back, the thigh bone hugs in. Keep breathing. Nice team. 2 more. Take your time here, bring your knee to your chest, your hands to prayer. Squeeze in. Standing nice and tall, feel that left butt cheek switch on. We move our right knee out to the right, but we don't shift our hips to the right, hips stay centered. Grab the foot for support, tree, vrikshasana. Then press the foot into the muscle back into the foot. And the arms. Turn the belly. Energizing, cooling,
Hands to prayer, knee to chest. Inhale. Step the foot back, drop the knee. Drop the left knee to meet the right knee, butt down, Vajrasana. Arms forward, squeeze the bum, lift up. Drop the bum, relax. Lift the bum, squeeze. And then drop the bum. 5. Engage the belly. 4. 3. Nice work, guys. 2. Up, down, one more time. Lift the hips, keep the arms reaching forward, chest forward. Lean back, matrix pose. 5. 4. Oof, I'm shaking. 3. 2. Come back through center, butt to heels, hands face the sky, hands in line. Close your eyes. Let your belly go soft. Hands or no hands. As the eyes blink open, come down onto your bottom and extend your legs out in front of you. Give your butt a little wriggle like you're moving through sand. Let's cross our left knee over our right knee, setting up for Gomukhasana. Give it a little wriggle in. Now guys, you can also bend your bottom leg if you like, or you can just stay in half. If you need to sit on a block or a cushion, sit on a block or a cushion. Stay upright or take a forward fold. Your blocks are really good here, whether that's under the bum or between the chest and the top knee. And let's focus on 3 more breaths. Cooling, energizing, balancing. Soft shoulders. This is always one of those poses for me where the moment I arrive, I'm like, oh yeah, I could be here all day. And I know that's not the case for everybody. Sometimes it's just nice to let yourself just give in to a posture without the resistance and to really allow it to work its magic. No rush, no urgency. In that balance between the yang and the yin. As we slowly roll up, we're going to take our hands behind us. The moment your hands meet the ground, lean back so your bum begins to lift, and then uncross the legs. Bring the feet onto the floor. Take a few windshield wipes. And then as the butt comes back through center, we'll take our right knee over our left knee, sitting nice and tall. Staying in half, Ardha Gomukhasana, or taking into full, bend the bottom leg, and then take a moment to wriggle the knees in as much as you need to there. We want our hips even to the floor here. Cushion or block will help that. This is where you're invited to surrender. You don't have to take a forward fold to feel that. You might stay upright and just soften your whole body into the shape. Your belly, your shoulders. Soften your efforts. Arriving here. In this breath. Cooling exhale. Stay with the sensation. Drop into what it is you feel. last breath. Really, really slow roll up of the spine. Hands go back when we lean back up on this, and then we unravel. Giving our hips some space for that unravel. A few windshield wipes. A little bit of a press down into the hands and glutes, so really a massage into the hips there. Now I want you to bring your feet to touch as you sit tall again, coming into Baddha Konasana. You might need to slide your bum back just a little bit so you feel on the front of the pelvis, or sit on a block. Now if your knees are much higher than your hips, I do recommend you sit on something to keep that quite balanced. I'm just going to take one last forward fold, leaning forward, bringing the chin into neutral. If you need to bring a little bit more into this, you can always press your elbows into your inner thighs or your calves to give them a gentle push into the ground, just a gentle push. Nothing too forceful. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Imagine you're breathing up through the ground, into the pelvis, into the belly, into the chest. Really full, energizing breath. I'm going to eventually roll up. Just take your time here, please. So you feel like you're back onto the sit bones, and then your head stacks over. Grab the backs of the knees and just lean back a little bit. Push your knees into your hands and give your neck a really big, gentle roll both directions. Roll the back body to the back of the room, drop your chin to your chest and push the hands and knees together so you get a nice stretch into your upper back. As you come through neutral, just like your cow pose, bend the elbows into your ribs, lift your chest, lift your chin, open the front body, 3. Like you're reaching the heart up. And come into neutral. Slide your knees into touch, legs nice and long, and let's roll down onto the back. Take your time. As you lower onto the ground, you might like to keep your legs long, or you might prefer to bend the knees and take the feet onto the ground. Or Baddha Konasana legs again. Arms can go wide behind you or beside you, or even on you. But just take this moment to relax completely. Relaxing and just feeling the body breathe naturally. Its own version of balance between energy and coolness, calmness. And what a way to begin the day, connecting to yourself, connecting to your body, feeling energized, whether you woke refreshed or unrefreshed. After this mini sleep, this mini rest of Shavasana, I hope you do feel refreshed, energized, but balanced as you step powerfully into your day. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful Thursday, and I'll see some of you tomorrow. Speak soon. Namaste.